Have you ever felt trapped by anxiety, an endless cycle of worries? What if I told you that there is an ancient teaching capable of freeing you from the suffering? In just a few minutes, you will discover how a simple yet powerful lesson from Buddha has helped millions calm their minds and find inner peace. By the end of this video, you will have a tool that can transform your life, and anxiety will be a thing of the past. Do you know what anxiety is and how it affects modern life? It follows us at work, in relationships, and even during moments of rest. However, Buddha taught us that suffering, including anxiety, is something we can learn to manage and overcome. In this video, we will explore a Buddhist teaching that can change the way you face anxiety, applying it to everyday situations. Anxiety is not just emotional discomfort. It is a reflection of our internal beliefs and how we relate to the world around us. Anxiety often arises when we are attached to something, be it a job, a relationship, or even an unfulfilled dream. Buddha teaches that the root of all suffering, and consequently anxiety, comes from attachment. When we cling to something, whether it be a person, an idea, or even ourselves, we create a cycle of tension and suffering. When this attachment is not fulfilled, or when we fear losing what we have, anxiety arises. If you feel that anxiety has taken over your life, know that you're not alone. Buddhist practices can be the path to freeing your mind and achieving inner peace. Subscribe to the channel now to learn more about how these teachings can transform your life. Don't forget to like this video and share with someone who also needs to find calm in the midst of chaos. Together, we can create a more peaceful and mindful world. The solution proposed by Buddha lies in the teaching of impermanence. Everything in life, including our emotions, is in constant change. What is fixed today will be different tomorrow. This includes the things we possess, the relationships we have, and even our emotions. Impermanence is one of the core pillars of Buddhism, and by understanding it, we can start to see anxiety in a new light. Attachment binds us to the illusion that we can control everything around us. We want to hold on to what makes us feel good and avoid what causes us pain. But the reality is that everything is temporary, and trying to control it is a source of suffering. By learning to see things as transient, we can begin to free ourselves from the weight of attachment and the anxiety it generates. This doesn't mean giving up everything, but rather living more lightly, without the constant pressure of controlling the uncontrollable. Non-attachment in Buddhism does not mean renouncing everything, but changing how we relate to what is around us. Non-attachment teaches us to observe life with a free mind, without the chains of constant desire or the fear of loss. Anxiety should not be fought. It should be observed, understood, and eventually let go. This is the true freedom that Buddha offers us. Buddha teaches us that anxiety doesn't come from the outside. It's a creation of our own minds. When we change our relationship with the world and with our thoughts, we transform the way anxiety manifests. The key teaching to overcoming anxiety is the practice of non-attachment. When we excessively cling to objects, people, emotions, or thoughts, we create fertile ground for suffering. Non-attachment doesn't mean abandoning what we love, but learning to live freely, without the need to control everything that brings us pleasure or avoid what causes us discomfort. Buddha teaches us to observe our thoughts and feelings with a non-judgmental attitude. Imagine your thoughts are like clouds in the sky. They come and go, and if you don't cling to them, they will pass. Anxiety, like any other emotion, is transient. We don't need to be defined by it. Additionally, Buddha offers us the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness is being completely present in the moment, without being swept away by worries about the future or regrets about the past. Anxiety feeds on imaginary scenarios we create in our minds, such as what if this happens? What if I can't do it? Mindfulness meditation helps us focus on the present, where most of the time there is no reason for anxiety. To practice mindfulness, simply focus on your breath. Breathe deeply and exhale slowly. Whenever your thoughts start drifting toward worries or future scenarios, gently redirect your attention to your breath. This creates space between you and your anxious thoughts, allowing you to see they're just thoughts, not reality. By doing this, your mind calms and anxiety loses its grip. The practice of mindfulness can be applied anywhere, at work, at home, or even while walking. As you practice, you'll notice your ability to live in the present moment increases, making your mind calmer. Over time, you'll realize that anxiety no longer controls you. Mindfulness is not just a relaxation technique. It's a way of living life with more clarity and presence. Another teaching from Buddha to overcome anxiety is the practice of compassion. Often, anxiety is fueled by self-criticism, blaming ourselves for feeling anxious or for not being able to control our emotions only creates a vicious cycle of suffering. Buddha teaches that compassion, both for others and for ourselves, is one of the most powerful forces for healing the mind. When we are compassionate with ourselves, we recognize that anxiety is a human experience, not a personal failure. Practicing self-compassion creates an internal environment of peace where anxiety loses its power. Recognizing our difficulties without judgment allows us to accept our humanity with all its flaws and imperfections. This creates a healthier mental foundation where anxiety loses its grip. Now that we understand the fundamental principles of non-attachment, impermanence, non-judgmental observation, and compassion, we can apply these teachings in our daily lives. Practice is not a quick fix, but a continuous process of internal transformation. We can begin to notice that while anxious thoughts still arise, they no longer have the same power over us. Instead of fighting anxiety, we learn to observe it with curiosity without identifying with it. When anxiety arises, ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Or what is this feeling trying to teach me? By doing so, you begin to release control over anxiety and transform it into an opportunity for self-discovery. In summary, the path to inner peace and overcoming anxiety is not quick or easy, but by following Buddhist teachings, non-attachment, mindfulness, acceptance of impermanence, non-judgment, and self-compassion, you'll begin to notice profound changes in your life. Anxiety may still arise, but no longer as an uncontrollable force. Over time, it will become just a cloud passing through the sky of your mind. True freedom comes from within, and by cultivating a calm and serene mind, you can live with more clarity, purpose, and peace. Now that you've discovered how Buddhist teachings can be a powerful tool to overcome anxiety, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and like this video so you won't miss the upcoming content that will help you keep your mind calm. Share this video with friends and family who need this transformation. Remember, true freedom is in your control, and you have the key to achieving it. Keep practicing, keep connecting with the peace within you.